You are now live. Ladies and gentlemen, it's William Holly at WBH Radio. See if we can get some people in here. If you don't know, I'm a podcaster out of Brooklyn, New York. You can check out my YouTube channel, WBH Radio. The PSAL City Championship is taking place this Friday. The Thomas Jefferson Orange Wave versus the Eagle Academy Eagles. It's a big week for both those schools. And the head coach of Thomas Jefferson, Mr. Lawrence Bud Pollard, is set to join us, man. We really appreciate that. And if you haven't, please go check out the podcast we did with him a few months ago. Again, that's WBH Radio on YouTube. Let's see if we can get him in here. Anthony McClain, much love to you too, sir. There he is.
Yo, what up?
Chilling, man. How you doing, Coach?
Good, man. I can't complain. Nobody gonna listen, you know?
Ain't nobody gonna listen anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Coach Lawrence Bud Pollard joining us here. It's a big week for him. His team is back in the city championship. So, Coach, we definitely appreciate you joining us. Coach, let's go back to that semifinal matchup this past Sunday. You went up against Eagle Bronx, and late in the third quarter, you guys were down 9. Why do you think you guys were in that hole, and how did you turn it around?
Well, you know, our guys was a fickle bunch of guys, and they was overconfident. Our guys is crazy. So when Poppy, those guys was ready to hit the switch, and they was ready, they turned it up, and the game was over, you know?
They did turn it up. They did turn it up.
Guys,
You know, I was talking about that podcast we did.
Huh?
I was talking about the podcast you and I did, and you talked about that pressure, you know, and you guys were able to apply it late. Overconfidence, Coach, is that a thing over there at Thomas Jefferson?
Guys was talking, man, our guys, you know, I don't think they really respected those guys. You know, the first game we playing, that team, for whatever reason, they was going through the motions at first, like this wasn't a playoff game. But then when they hit that, they was ready to hit the switch, then it was over, you know?
It was over from there. And I was watching you the whole time, Coach, and you were just cool, calm, and collected, you know, and what's this going to be, a 7th time going to the championship game?
7th or 8th time since 2012. That's 7.
And I'm looking.
7.
You have all this experience, but when I look at your roster, these are new guys, Coach. These are new guys. So how do you balance that dynamic? You, Sel, Kenny P, y'all been to the dance before. But when you look at your roster, Connor Spratley is sophomore, Tristan Davis is sophomore. These guys are fairly new. Like, how do you talk to me about that dynamic? Your experience versus their inexperience as players.
Well, I mean, during the Poppy and a lot of those guys would have got a chance, but the pandemic kind of got in the way. But, you know, we play a tough schedule. We're in the Brooklyn AA. Every game is like a championship game. You know what I'm saying? We seem to bring out the best in every team. And so we used to it. We play tough non-league schedule. So, I mean, we know Eagles going to be well coached. They're going to play hard. And that's what Brooklyn teams do. And this is the 4th time around. And, you know what I'm saying, the best team, you know, it's hard. I don't think either team is better. Or whoever plays better and execute and makes the least amount of mistakes will win the game, you know?
Yes, this will be your 4th matchup. 2 times in the regular season, you know, Eagle Brooklyn, they beat you guys, including a 20-point victory in your house.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the Borough Championship, you guys were able to defeat them. Coach, as an observer, what should I do with all of that information? 3 games, like, what should we do with
Throw
that?
it out the window. Nothing matters on Friday.
Really?
You know? Nothing matters on Friday. Everything that happened before Friday don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. It don't matter.
What's practice been like this week?
Practice has been great, been awesome. The best week of practice. So I feel good going into the game. And, you know, the toughest team, the team that wanted the most is going to get it, you know.
On that podcast we did, we talked about the 2016 championship. You said that championship was won in practice. You know, the guys, 32 minutes of hell, the guys went after, and they want more all week. Any championship
these guys got the same mind. These guys got the same mindset now. So, you know, things are looking good. I feel good. The energy's good. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's ready to go, man. It's be a good game. I wish I could go watch it. I ain't have to coach in it.
Yeah, I'll be there, popcorn in hand. Any of your former players check in this week or show up to practice this week?
A lot of they check in all the time, you know, and you know, via text, phone, like Jaquan Carlos, you know, we check in, talk to so he FaceTime me. Slick me, hit me up, talking about get it done. No excuses. You guys are funny, man. I said, you know what, you guys got to come back and start coaching, man. My hair is bald, you know what I'm saying, for a reason. It's time for you guys to come back and put that whistle on your neck, you know?
This Friday, Thomas Jefferson versus the Eagle Academy Eagles. Coach, when I was in high school, I feel like the championship game was on Sundays. It was like an early afternoon contest.
It was times that they had a couple of years when it's on Sundays. They had a couple of years on Saturdays, but it varies. It varies.
So
whenever
Friday
they can get the venue, they that's what happens. So it varies from time to time, year to year. Yeah. You know, whenever they got available space, they fit us in there.
So you're gonna have prime time in one of the city's biggest arenas.
Time.
But it is a school day. So, Coach, walk me through what's that day like? What's the schedule like for the Orange Wave for
You
Friday?
know what? It's funny. We talked about that today. That's a good question. We've never had a game at a Friday night championship game like this. It's a long day. Yeah. So I have to talk to. I didn't come in today. I had some take care of my aunt today. The coaches ran practice. But that's tomorrow. We're gonna figure out what that day looks like. Talk to the parents. Talk to the admin. See what they can do. You know, that's a long day to have all that going on in the school, and the kids turn around and play Saturday. I mean 7 o'clock. Yeah. So I don't know what that looks like right now. It's the first time that we've ever had to do something like this. So I don't know. That's a good question. We're gonna figure that out though.
You know, we're gonna take a bus. We're gonna take a train. You're gonna try to put together a team meal.
Man, we're gonna put together. We're gonna eat right, look good. We get on the train though, man. We get on the train, Brooklyn style.
That's what's
you know what I'm saying. 3 train right there.
That's what's up, Coach. Do you have any rituals that you like to go through on championship week? Any superstitions?
Nah, championship week speaks for itself. Either you know what I'm saying. I'm saying you gonna win or die trying, man. So right now, that's our motto. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to win or die trying. You know what I'm saying? The guys are working hard. So we know Eagles gonna be well coached. You know what I'm saying? The games are always close and intense. Besides the one time at our school when they kicked our fanny, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we kick a lot of butts, so we could take more. You know what I'm saying? But I think this game will be more like the other two. You know, close games like that. Whoever executes, whoever's tough for that loose ball, whoever makes a play. So, you know what I'm saying? I think this game, coach is going to be overrated. I think whatever team, but the players that play the hardest and want it the most, they're going to decide the outcome.
Got you. Coach, I got one more for you. It's a simple question, but I don't want to assume. I want to ask you. You know, Lawrence Bud Pollard, you built this program. You putting kids in college. You see one of your kids go to the NBA. You're already a city champion, already state champion. You done a lot, you know what I'm saying? And win, lose, or draw, we're going to be back at it in the fall, Hearst Classic. So what would this championship mean for you?
What it would mean? I mean, all our hard work paid off, and we get to send our seniors out as champions. And it's something, I mean, banners hang forever. You know what I'm saying? So that's something they can always come back to. So I was part of that special team. Yeah, I'll tell those guys it's special it's special. I mean, I think we do a good job of celebrating the community. They celebrate going to that big game because everybody can't get there. It's like the Final Four. Like the PSAL Championship in the Garden and the Barclays, it's comparable to like the NCAA Final Four. You know, it's only a few teams in the country that get to play in that arena. I remember we went to the City of Palms and we played Chino Hills, and they introduced the team. That's what the announcer said that. He said these guys from Brooklyn, New York, they played a championship in the most famous arena in the world at Madison Square. When he talked about the PSAL, like that's something that that the country we're known for across the country, playing our championships in the Garden. Like that's that's a big event. Most high schools play, most high school associations played in the they played in a college or
Right.
or an arena, but it's nothing like those New York arenas.
Coach Bud, we're gonna let you go on that. Banners hang forever. We appreciate you. I know it's a busy week, man. We'll see you Friday.
All right, bet. Have a good one, man.
All right, take care, Coach. Man, that was pretty cool. The great Coach Bud Pollard joined us. Busy week for him in the Orange Wave. They play this Friday at the Barclays versus the Eagle Academy Eagles. We reached out to Coach Kevin Hamilton, the Eagle. He chose to pass on this opportunity. Everybody gets ready for battle a little differently. And, so I love to Coach Kevin Hamilton. He said he'd check in after the game. And that's it. First off, salute to everybody that's in here. Salute to Varsity Customs for throwing some promo. Hoop Dreams NYC. Who do I think is going to win the contest? I haven't even allowed my mind to go there yet. I'm going to just sit back and truly enjoy this one. Fond of both coaches. Fond of young men on both sides. Eric Ackers from Starlight City, where I spent many of my years. Johnny Cummins, Poppy and them, they come playing LTG Summer Classic every year. So it's all love. As far as the matchup, I think Eagle has the two best players in the game, with Trey Shep, who's just a man out there, rebounding, scoring. And then I would give the nod to Eric Acker for Eagle, who is, athletic, sharp shooting wing. But Thomas Jefferson has that three-guard lineup. Man, Connor Spratley, and Lil Poppy, Tywan Evans. And in playoff basketball, where it comes down to possessions, to have three steady hands like that, they'll be in it. And they've already played 3 times this year. Eagle won twice. Jefferson won the most recent one. But like Bud said, throw that all out the window. It's different. This is for the championship. So that's my 2 cents. I'll be in the building Friday for sure. Salute to everybody that checked in. Later.